Good morning and welcome back to Tai Chi in the Park with me, Li Fu, Director of Four Dragons Tai Chi. We are here again at Evelyn's Park to continue with our meditative walking practice. And today we are going to bring circular energy to the upper tien to help clear the mind, relax the mind, and rejuvenate our nervous system. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's get warmed up, taking a few steps. Clearing your space so that you can walk forward and back. And let's start with 3 deep breaths. Inhaling the arms up. And slowly exhale. Feeling a sinking sensation in the body to help open up and create space. Creating space in all the joints. Lifting the crown of the head up. Lifting up through each vertebrae. Taking weight and pressure off the spine. And creating that space for energy to flow through the body. Feeling the soles of the feet opening up to the ground below. Sinking your roots down and inhale, drawing up from the ground up. And releasing your arms down by your side, we're going to start with the head and neck. So we're going to inhale, lift up through the spine, and lift up through the chin. And exhale, lowering the chin, lengthening through the back of the neck, but also keeping the front of the throat open. And inhale, looking up, letting the eyes gaze up as well. Changing our visual perspective and then coming to center. Exhale. Looking down. And inhale, looking up, slowly transitioning. And exhale, slowly lower to look down, keeping the knees open and bent, the hips relaxed, spine long. And then coming back to center. And now turning the head to the side and letting the eyes turn with the head. So you're trying to look back over your shoulder behind you. And turning back, eyes following with the head, and turning to the other side. Coming back to center. Exhale as you slowly turn. Keeping the twist in the upper spine and the cervical spine, and returning back to center slowly. As you turn, the eyes track with the turn of the head. And coming back to center. Now we're going to look up at the diagonal. And exhale, looking down at the diagonal. And inhale, follow it up. Trying to keep the neck as long as possible. Not letting the neck collapse in the back as you lift up. Just being mindful of that. And coming back to center. And looking up at the other diagonal. And lowering down at the diagonal. Inhale as you look up. And exhale as you look down. And so having flexibility in the neck gives us flexibility in the mind, giving us more options and perspectives. Coming back to center and rolling the shoulders up and back. Deep breath in. Exhale, sink it down. And let's take the hands and move them up the sternum, opening up the shoulder sockets, moving energy in and around the heart and lungs. And draw it down the sternum. So today we're going to be holding up the arms, so we want to relax the arms as much as we can. Make sure that they are open. The muscles are relaxed, releasing any excess tension. And reverse, circling the hands. And working our way down the spine, rounding the spine, letting the arms drop down in front. And inhale, dropping one shoulder. Inhale, lifting up through the sternum. Exhale, down on the other side, opening up the rib cage, opening up the side waist. Trying to find that continuous circular movement that generates a sense of effortlessness. And reverse your circle. And as you come forward, roll up through the center, hands to the hips, rolling the hips in a circle, imagining that you're rolling this ball inside the pelvis. And reverse your circles. Coming to center, stepping the feet in. Standing up nice and tall, nice long waist, and shifting the hip out to the side. Pressing the hips gently forward, being sure to protect the lower back. Out to the other side, towards the back, long spine. Reaching into the outer hip. So not just letting the chest move, but the movement coming from the hips, circling around the feet. And feeling a rotation in the soles of your feet. And reverse your circles. Rolling into the heels as your hips go back. Rolling across the balls of the feet as your hips come forward. Rolling into the sides of the feet as your hips move out to the side. And coming back to center, standing nice and tall, finding the center, pulling up through the inner channels of the legs, from the arches up to the groin. Tailbone reaching down. The pelvis is neutral, creating that foundation for the spine to be upright. Crown of the head lifting. Feeling that alignment with a sense of openness. And now bending the knees, sinking down, bring your hands to your thighs. Let's circle the knees around the feet. And reverse your circle. Opening up the lower legs. Coming up to center, spread the feet apart. Pressing the ball of the foot into the ground. Opening up that bubbling well on the sole of the foot. And reverse. Shifting the weight and rolling on the other side. And reverse. All right, standing evenly between both feet. Inhale, soften the knees. Soften in the hips. Lengthen and open in the spine. Soften in the shoulders. Extending out from the center. All right, let's begin our meditative walking. So take a few steps back. Bringing the heels together. Standing upright, bringing the arms up. And allowing there to be some space in between the fingers. The middle fingers are going to be lined up with the eyebrows, eyes gazing in between the middle fingers. And we're going to bend the knees, sinking straight down, just shifting the weight, stepping forward. As we shift the weight, the hands come back towards the head. We circle out and post, bringing the hands together back to our starting point. Step forward, an internal focus. And having a broad or diffuse external focus or vision with the eyes. The eyes are focused but relaxed. And inhale. And exhale. Back. Shift the weight. Out and around. Step back. Shift the weight and circle. Relaxing the mind. All right, coming back to center, lower the hands down slowly with control. Building internal strength in the arms, shake it out, let your arms rest. Maybe you feel stepping forward, out and around. Taking your 2 middle fingers, gently pressing into the center of your palm. Gazing up and out. Now, moving our arms in a circular path. And one more step forward. Take that step. Slowly shift the weight. Feel the steadiness. And now retreating step, stepping back. Shift the weight, expand the arms out. Feet apart and just lift the arms up and let them relax. Let the arms and shoulders really relax here before going back into our practice. Wait to step forward as you do. Inhale, bringing chi to the face and back towards the back of the skull. So letting it move through you like a wave. And now retreating step and energy. Energy from nature. In towards the upper dantian. The mind naturally relaxes. Feeling the energy in the palms, and let's open up the shoulders. And rolling the shoulders forward, thumbs point back. Inhale. And exhale, opening up those channels in the arms. Down. Shifting the weight, stepping forward. Inhale, circle in. Expanding out, exhaling, closing the circle. Finding that rhythm of the breath. Relearning how to breathe slowly and naturally. while interacting with the world. Sometimes it feels like you're holding 5-pound weights in your hands. Tapping the body, swinging the arms, letting the arms completely relax here. And we're swinging from the hips to turn the waist and shoulders. And then coming up to the top of the shoulder. And exhale, we're going to sink into our standing meditation. Or stance, middle fingers align with the eyebrows. Elbows are sinking, shoulders relax down, neck is long, gaze is soft and diffuse. Hands are far enough to the hands, into the extremities. And now we're going to shift the weight to one side and post. Standing leg is slightly bent. Side. Building that internal strength. You might even feel some quivering in the arms or in the hands. That's a good sign. And exhale, closing with 3 breaths. And in your spirit,